How long can you survive on different flags?
Sri Lanka meets us as if it were a calm place where everything should be peaceful and beautiful. But before we can even relax a little,
do not sleep on the Sri Lankan flag.
Lion comes out, and here there are no options. Survival ends instantly. We barely lost it a few seconds.
I knew that was coming. This is is one of those terrifying flags you could ever have to live on. Lasted a few seconds.
Fiji looks like a real paradise. Palm trees, water, silence, nothing to worry about at all.
I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Such moments that the worst begins. Suddenly death.
I forgot about that long line that exists on this coat of arms.
Death comes flying. Our journey ends in less than a minute. Kiribati is no longer just
love Kiribati. Now get ready for the spoiler here.
A flag, but almost a test of endurance. A person can stay afloat for a certain time, but here you still have to take into account the sun, fatigue, and the complete lack of a chance for peace. And when it seems that the worst is behind, a seagull appears and decides that we are lunch.
Imagine how terrified. The Kiribati flag would be one of the worst. I think, dang, I'm starting to have all these sorts of different things in mind, because this is like Waterworld. You have to just exist floating on a raft, basically the game Raft, but every once in a while a giant pelican will come and try to eat you.
We managed to survive only for a few hours.
I could see that, a few hours. The
In Russia, we immediately find ourselves in very harsh conditions.
How is this going to work on a tricolor like this?
Without food or water, a person will not last long at all, and here the situation also begins to break down more and more. The TV falls, we turn into a zombie.
Bro, this literally is just the back rooms, isn't it?
And it is no longer clear whether this is the end or just a new form of existence. Technically, our human life lasts only a few days.
Okay, a few days. I don't think you know what? I'd rather just get ended instantly. So far, I think I'm picking that Kiribati flag. I'll just try to, like, punch the pelican when it comes after me.
Mozambique. In Mozambique, we find a hoe, a book, and at first it even looks like everything is going in the right direction.
Be careful
then
of
we see the seeds start working, sowing, and growing something. And there is one problem. It takes time for crops to grow, and we just don't have enough of it. So all that hard work only speeds up the inevitable. We survive for only a couple of weeks.
Jeez, that was graphic. I started thinking, like, what he might do, but I didn't think he would actually go there. Forceman Big World. I guess he went there. Dude, he literally had a book. He could have just read this book like 1,000 times.
France. In France, the Eiffel Tower greeted us. We'd already decided to climb it and take a look around, but that was a bad idea. As soon as we got any higher, we stumbled and plummeted. The French landmarks turned out to be deathly beautiful. Our adventure lasts only a few minutes.
I like this concept for a video. I don't like us doing the tricolors. Like, we don't need to do the tricolors. The tricolor flags.
In Lebanon, the famous cedar tree gives us something to eat. We survive by feeding on cedar nuts, and at first it seems like a decent food source.
Oh no.
But living on nuts alone isn't enough to keep the body healthy forever. Sooner or later, the lack of essential nutrients catches up with us. In the end, we survive for about 1 month before our body gives out.
I could see that. Yeah, you're gonna need a little bit of, some protein. You might go crazy and just, like, chop the tree down and start eating the bark.
Albania. A double-headed eagle was already waiting for us on the Albanian flag. We hoped it would be just a symbol, but no, it came to life. Well, one head distracted us, the other struck the fatal blow. Against 2 heads, the chances were slim.
I'm gonna give this guy a couple minutes of survival.
We survived for only a few seconds.
Oh, a few seconds. Okay, whatever. I mean, yeah, going into the Albanian flag and trying to live there is like living in Dark Souls.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Okay,
Antigua and Barbuda looks almost like a place to relax, but we are not in the mood for relaxation here. Our task is simple but strange. Survive by eating nothing but fish. It sounds...
There are several civilizations throughout history that literally did that, and they ended up, making it pretty far in life.
It's possible at first, but sooner or later, a lack of vitamins and other nutrients catches up with us. We can probably survive for around 1 or 2 months before our body gives up.
Alright, Antigua and Barbuda, this is the one that I'm choosing easily. I'm not going with anything of that other stuff. At least I get to fish.
Mexico turns out to be the best place to survive. We eat prickly pear cactus fruit, steal eagle eggs whenever we get the chance, and even drink the small pool of water beneath the cactus. It is enough to stay alive for quite a while, but not forever. Eventually, the lack of essential vitamins and minerals takes its toll, and our body simply can't keep going. In the end, we survive for about 2 or 3 months, making Mexico our longest-lasting flag.
Eat the bird or the snake. Man, I was really hoping we would see, is it Belize? Because cannibalism. I'm literally sliming both of these men right here, then using that tree in the background, then using their weapons. And man, they even got a boat. Dude, you could survive for a couple months on the Belize flag. Love that we have this breakdown of all the flags and how long each one was, if you wanted to see exactly what was the best. Surprised that Mexico got 3 months. I think we're overanalyzing this. The flag of Russia is kind of incorrect. There would be no items, just 3 empty floors, and you have to basically the back rooms, like I said. Oh good, we do have more flags to survive on. Kazakhstan is next.
Safe at first. Unfortunately, we
Not that
forget
giant
one
eagle.
important rule. Always watch your step. One careless move and we fall straight off the flag. Our adventure lasts only a few seconds before the fall finishes us.
Well, maybe the eagle will save us. I was more worried about that sun. That sun is so massive in this flag, I feel like you would instantly get skin cancer.
Important rule lag. Our
Dang,
adventure
I need to
lasts
make an
only a few seconds
alliance
before the
with the
fall
eagle.
finishes us. Laos has a moon in the middle of the flag. Curious as always, we decide to step on it. Bad idea. There is no air at all. Our survival time is measured in seconds. We don't even make it to the 1-minute mark.
I guess that's a good point. But, I mean, what if the moon was made out of cheese, like the famous running joke is? I'd be able to survive off cheese for quite some time, I think.
In seconds. We don't even make it to the 1-minute mark.
Yeah, this is
Belize actually gives us some
We're doing Belize!
hope. There are trees, resources, and maybe even a chance to survive. Then the 2
I'm so glad he's doing Belize.
men on the flag notice us. They don't seem very happy about the unexpected visitor, and before we can explain ourselves, they attack.
I figured he was going to go in that direction, but I wasn't 100%.
Our journey ends within just a few minutes. Belarus greets us with what looks like an ordinary green field. Sounds harmless.
What about Ukraine, a neighbor to Belarus, because they got all those wheat fields?
Until we take the first step and realize it's actually a swamp. The more we struggle, the faster we sink, and eventually there's no way back out.
What is it that you're sinking in? What is this green mush?
We survive for only a few minutes before disappearing beneath the surface. Lesotho doesn't leave us much to work with. No food.
I was thinking about Lesotho. It's like a nice little hut that you can maybe survive in, and maybe if you're lucky, there'll be some food in there.
No water, just a traditional Lesotho hat. We even consider eating it, but unfortunately fabric isn't very nutritious. After several days without anything to eat or drink, our journey comes to an end.
Dang.
San Marino
Yeah, so you're dying on all these flags. Let's just get that straight right now.
actually has a few edible plants growing on the flag, mainly oak branches and laurel leaves. We survive by eating nothing but leaves and somehow keep ourselves going for a while, but plants alone can't provide everything.
I didn't even realize like those are like edible. I didn't know what those were. Like I guess they could have been golden goose eggs or something like that.
Everything the human body needs. We gradually grow weaker. We managed to survive for about a month before malnutrition finally catches up with us.
Okay.
Andorra gives us 2 cows.
Andorra. I always get confused with Moldova and Andorra, but yeah, this is Andorra.
We take care of them, drink their milk every day, and if we are lucky, they were already pregnant before we arrived.
If we're very lucky, and if we're not, I can always just slime one of them.
Giving us a little more food over time. Even so, milk alone can't provide every nutrient we need. We last for around 2 months before vitamin deficiencies finally win.
Yeah. That's oh, Spain!
Surprisingly generous. A hungry lion is chasing us, but we managed to hide inside the castle on the flag. After a couple of days, the lion
Yeah, but how long can you survive without food inside of there? You might maybe if you kill the lion
becomes too weak from starvation, so we finish it off and finally have a real source of meat.
Nice.
We survive for roughly 2 months before eventually running out of food ourselves.
Yeah, there's not much on the Spanish flag. Unfortunately, there's not much vegetation. That really could have extended your life to a couple more months.
Saudi Arabia turns into a legal problem instead of a survival problem.
A legal problem?
We accidentally step on the flag and suddenly everyone wants to execute us. But hold
Makes
on,
sense.
that's actually not how it works. The proper punishment is prison, not execution. The
Oh,
soul on
okay.
the flag seems to agree, casually throws us away instead, and that's the end of the whole incident. Technically, we survived the encounter, although we'd probably spend quite a long time behind bars.
That is pretty random. I thought he was just gonna stab himself with the sword because he didn't want to, he didn't want to get got by starvation. How long can you survive on the UN flag? Forever. The UN flag is the one with the giant, it's just the world on it, basically. I mean, if you're watching this video right now, you have basically survived on the UN flag for years, because here are all the continents, and I'm assuming all the things are still in those continents, the meat, the vegetation. Who knows, you might even be able to eat these weird leaves over here this way too. Speaking of the Belize flag, here is restoration flag. So we're gonna restore these dead flags and bring them back to life. We have to obviously start with these circular, I guess, ivy around, get rid of the tombstones, start with some babies. We need to be doing some baby making, but replant, obviously, the tree in the background. Okay, he's immediately gonna just be born a man, so that's kind of nice. Chop the old tree down to bring back the new one, maybe get a couple of better iron, maybe some better stone pickaxes and things like that from Minecraft and things like that. And Belize is starting to look brand new. Are the scars, it's weird that they have the scars and the injuries. Just clean up those guys' injuries, repaint it. Okay, the ivy looks good again. Bam, they're standing up again, they're nice and healthy. We should have given them food a little bit, but oh, wow, this is the most cursed thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, this is Ecuador, I believe. So we have a dead bird at the very top. We have a really messed up flag, or flags, because there's multiple here. We have this very fascist Italian-looking thing, symbol down here at the very bottom. We have, we can restore the sun. It's not difficult. Just a couple billion years of having, space come together and chemicals combust and things like that. Oh, good. A vulture is back. We're repainting everything. The river is now clean again. The sun is happy again, which is a really difficult thing to do. And there it is. Oh, okay, we've already moved down to Mexico. Look at all these. All of these have been Latin American so far. Belize is in Central America. But we're going to have to revive the eagle, revive the snake. The cactuses might be not too difficult. They need a lot of sun, those cactuses, to survive. Bring back some fresh water. Oh, look at the cute little eagle and the cute, oh, that's kind of adorable. Even though they have to eat each other one day. Repaint the Mexican tricolor, which is just the Italian flag in actuality. Wait for these cactuses to bloom, because they got to be pink, one of the only pink on all the flags in the entire world. This is San Marino. So we have to rebuild those 3 towers in the middle. San Marino, is the oldest republic on Earth. I think about 2,000 years old-ish. Scrub it all down, remove some of the rust. Look at those towers. They're looking fantastic again. Painted them white. Redo the text at the bottom here, the ribbon, and then hopefully, repaint this gold. And dang, I actually completely forgot about this. But time. Time is a big thing to make these flags restore, obviously. Restoring the flag of Spain would have also been pretty fun because there's lots of little elements inside of this coat of arms. Not only the castle, not only the dancing lion with the crown on its head, but lots of little things that they would have had to do. Maybe he can come back and continue this trend into the future. Literally, everyone is just talking about the strange dancing guy. Essentially. Flags for chess pieces. Let's start with the queen. So if you don't know, the queen can move up, down, left, right, and diagonal pretty much unlimited. So it's basically the British Union Jack. Look at that. I mean, essentially, I don't know if we're gonna go all, yep, there we go. So the British Union Jack for the, wait, why Fiji? Why, okay, New Zealand, Australia, all of these different, oh, I guess it all works. Oh, Macedonia is a good example too. Okay, don't worry, I'll explain the chess pieces if you don't know how chess works. I'll explain what type of movement patterns. That's a good one, North Macedonia. The king. Now, the king, okay, that makes sense. This is Liechtenstein. You just really need the crown. That's the biggest element. Oh, okay. So any crown can work for the king because that's the most vital part of the piece. That's the easiest way to recognize a king piece in chess, is the crown. Now, he can't really move a whole lot. He just moves one tile in any direction. But for the most part, you can see, of course, the Vatican kind of probably makes the most sense out of all of them. Yeah, I mean, that's probably an alright one, too. That doesn't look like the most crowniest of all the crowns. What the hell is even this? Okay, now they're just throwing it. Oh, this is Switzerland? Switzerland, but it's, okay, that is That is Tonga. That is the small island of Tonga in the Pacific. Let's talk about the Rook next. So this is the castle piece. They can only move up unlimited, down unlimited, and left and right unlimited. So basically all the Nordic flags. You're talking Iceland, you're talking Norway, you're talking Sweden, you're talking Finland. Any Nordic cross, if you will, works. And some even more than just that. As you can see, so Georgia, we were talking about a couple of other ones. Basically any up, down, left, or right, that works. Oh, Greece. Greece is another good example. I don't know if the U.S. flag would work because those are only stripes. A pawn. Now, a pawn can only move up, but it's attacks right. Okay, that was Barbados. Some of these are going too fast for me. Some African nations. I can't even recognize this because it's going so. That's Chad or Romania. That's Moldova. This is Canada. This is so speedy. This is France. Any of the tricolors work. This is Italy. Mexico, I guess if you throw the coat of arms in there. Mongolia, okay. As long as they're leaving some coat of arms. Belgium. The Netherlands would work, obviously. But, yeah, straight up, left or down, horizontal. Well, it does sorry, it was only going up and down, so he can't necessarily go horizontally side to side. He attacks diagonally, but I don't know how you'd represent that on a flag. Anyways, Bishop, this only goes diagonal. So Scotland is perfect. Anything with an X. England doesn't work, but, Jamaica works perfectly. The knight. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. It moves in an L-type shape. I swear to you, Forceman Big World probably only made this video so he could make this joke at the end. I can almost guarantee he only made this video so he could do this one joke at the very end. But honestly, it works perfectly. I can't think of another flag that would look better for the knight. I mean, yeah, let's not show that. Let's definitely not show that. So this has actually been a meme in the community for a while now. I thought that video seemed familiar. The rook with the Nordic cross, the bishop that only goes diagonal, of course the Union Jack here, and then yeah, but it is, like I said, it is the best flag to represent what the shape is that the knight moves in chess. The mustache man is back. Oh shoot, knight, what are you doing? Oh hell no, you used the wrong. For Germany, queen goes to different countries. The Vatican one would be more appropriate for a bishop. Oh, that kind of makes sense. The wind is strong. I can't go to art school. Flags from different sides. So this is the front side of Argentina, but wait a second. Here's the right side. Oh, this is cursed. Ew. Ew, it looks like a weird potato. What the hell? What the hell is even that? It looks like some weird Squidward. Oh, no. This is the, I'm trying to get this right. This is the island of Sicily. He looks like a freak. Oh, he has a golden helmet behind him, too? I actually wasn't expecting the golden helmet behind him. Okay, good. I'm glad we didn't see another flag, but that's for sure. I've seen one, that's enough. The state of Washington. Oh my goodness, we're going to see the back of George Washington's head. All right, here's him standing. This is actually kind of epic. And now we're going to see the back of his head. Very nice. Did he have a ponytail like that at all times? Looks kind of cool. Actually, that was kind of epic. Epic to see that. Wales. What does the backside of a giant red dragon look? Oh, it's fake. Is it fake? I mean, dragons don't actually exist, so that would make a lot of sense. That's a funny joke. Wales just has a boarded up dragon to scare the English away. Is that why they were able to survive with their cultural identity for so long? That makes sense. And this is why the Welsh... Whoa, we get the top side too. And this is why the Welsh flag is not represented in the Union Jack. All right, so we have Kiribati. So Kiribati is... How are we going to do this? Oh, we're going to go under the Kiribati flag and see a giant fish and dinosaur fossils. Wow, that's really creative. That is really creative. It's better than going around that. This is the Gibraltar, overseas territory, British Gibraltar. What the heck is that? Is that giant cat eyes? Is it off the? It's off of a ledge. Is the backside? So there's a monster somewhere in the Gibraltar. Yes. Is it protecting a princess? Man, I want to see more about what's going on in the flag of Brunei. Like, what even is this? We've got, like, two random hands coming up from out of nowhere, and then, like, I don't know if this is a pirate ship or a crescent or just what is happening here? Okay, what did I just see? Well, thanks. Now I'm traumatized because no one told me Argentina had a booty. I think we're all very confused on what we just saw. As always, the creative genius of Forceman Big World. And thank you to my patrons. If you want your name here, check the link to Patreon down in the description. LuxembourgLover, DOOCHBAGGINS, Darkcaster, Fredrik T, Astrakonix, Connor, Pavlik, KingBearHaze, Timothy, GM69, NordTyrol. This is not a username. This is a randomly assorted bunch of letters. And Eric Pérez. Thank you.